feeling myself. I'm 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 feeling myself.
I'm with some hood girls looking back at it and a good girl in my tax bracket.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a talk through, get ready with me. I'm going to do a huge life update. I know you guys are asking a lot of questions. Y'all wondering what the fuck is going on with KCK, because a bitch been all over the place. A lot of people have been asking about why I left my apartment. A lot of people have been asking about the new relationship that I in or was in. Y'all just been asking questions like what the fuck is going on. So today I'm coming to you. I'm going to do my face, you know, do my makeup and everything, and I'm just going to give you guys a life update starting from, I guess the best time to start would be like when I left my apartment, because that's when my life just started to change like crazy. So I don't usually do this. So first of all, I need to move this mirror closer to me. Guys, as you know, I've never done one of these before. I've done a get ready with me story time, but I've never done a talk through life update get ready with me. So I'm gonna try to like stay focused on my makeup and like make sure I'm telling you guys everything that is going on and like speak well without like fucking up my face. But it's hard for me to stay concentrated on two things at once. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but I'm gonna try my hardest in this video to just give it to y'all best way I know how. I guess we might as well just start with the whole apartment thing, because I haven't talked to any of my viewers about why I left my apartment and how that whole situation went. First of all, when I was in Miami back in March, I ended up losing a lot of money. I don't mean like physically losing it. I just mean like a lot of shit came up that I end up having to like pay for when I was in Miami. And then the day that I got back from Miami, the next day when I was supposed to go to work, apparently my job had went on like a firing spree while I was in Miami, and they basically just went around, was like firing people around my job. And apparently I was one of those people who got fired. And granted, I could care less with my job. Like, I had a new job lined up anyway that I was supposed to start that week that I was coming back from Miami. So I never really went up there to like find out what the fuck was going on, because I could care less, because I was supposed to be starting a new job. But I end up not starting my new job until probably like 2 or 3 weeks later. And by then my rent is already late. Like, before I went to Miami, I was cool. By the time I got back from Miami and like those 2 weeks that went past from when I started my new job, my rent was already, it was late by then. So mind you, y'all know that my ex moved out of the apartment. And I was doing it, like I was paying everything by myself. But the thing about like once you're late, playing catch up is no joke. Like, paying your rent is one thing, but trying to pay this month's rent plus last month's rent that you missed, it's like you kind of paying like double your rent pretty much. That's pretty much what the fuck it is, plus the late fees and shit that be attached to it. I did not put on any primer, so let me do that before I even finish these brows, because right now they're looking crazy. Okay, so I already started freaking out, but I just was like, fuck it, like let me just see how this shit play out. Like, I'll figure it out, like, because I always figure shit out. Like, I just always figure shit out. So I wasn't even tripping like that. So I ended up starting my new job, everything good. New job pays me pretty good money. Mind you though, when I started my new job, my rent by then it was probably like a month late when I started my new job. And you know, when you start a job, it's not like you get paid the day you start. You gotta wait weeks before you get paid. So I did. So I waited 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or was it 2 weeks? It's probably like 2 weeks before I got paid. Got my first paycheck. And because I had just started, my paycheck wasn't like a full 2 weeks pay. It was only like the couple of days that I had worked. So I start my new job and I'm already a month late on week. By the time I got paid, my first paycheck, I'm probably like a month and 2 weeks late. So a month and a half late. But the first check was like $100, $200 because I had only worked a couple of days. By the time I got my next check, my rent is 2 months late. By then I realized like, what the fuck, like bitch, is like how are you about to pay this on top of the other bills that you have to pay, like my phone bill, my BGE? Like, it's not like you just have rent. Like, I had to make sure I ate. I had to put gas in my car to get to work. Like, I had other shit that just had to be taken care of right then and there, you know? So my rent ended up being late again. So by then, this is when shit just got worse. I'm driving to work one day in the fucking rain, and I'm driving on the Beltway, and I get in a car accident, and I crash my car into a wall. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, life can't get any worse, can it? Like, hold on, gotta do that underbrow concealer. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just thinking like bro, life can't get any worse. Like, first of all, my rent is late, and now I just crashed my car. So I already like really do not have money to spare to like pay my fucking bills, right? Like, pay my rent right now. But now I have to get my fucking car situated. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? So I just start, I'm like freaking out. Like, I'm at work like, what the fuck? Like, my life is just shit right now. So let me tell y'all, I go home that night. Do y'all realize the same day that I crashed my car, I go home and there's a fucking eviction notice? When I saw this shit, I was just like, what the fuck? Like life, like, I was just like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I don't even want to go back, because it was just like, I was freaking the fuck out. Okay, so by then, I'm just like, at this point, I'm probably about to lose my place, because I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather lose my place than lose my car. And I know it sounds crazy, but let me say this. Your car ultimately gets you more money. Like, it really does. Like, when you have a car, you can work multiple jobs. You can go point A to point B no time. Like, you can work multiple jobs. Not having a car is a hassle, especially when you're trying to make money. Like, it limits you to the amount of money you can make. Like, you can't work, let's say, okay, granted my job is a day job, but let's say I had a night job. There's no way in hell I'm catching the bus 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, then, like, okay, I got a day job. Let's say I want to pick up a second job to try to pay my bills. I can't get from my first job to my second job in an hour span on a bus, you know? So you not having a car is like the last thing. Like, it's terrible not having a car. Like, you really lose money having a car. So at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I need to get a new car. I need to do something, because I can't be carless. Like, that's just dead. So I go, and my first 2 cars, this was my second car. My first 2 cars were bought straight up, like cash, like paid money for them, bought them. So they weren't on any type of lease. And yeah, I wasn't making monthly payments on my cars, but that's more expensive, low-key, just because you have to put down more money. Like, for instance, if you lease a car, a lot of times you can get 0 down and you just make monthly payments on it. But when you buy a car straight up, you got to pay however much that car is. So I didn't really have the time or the money to, you know, like, hurry up and save. Like, so I was like, let me just lease a car. Like, fuck it, let me lease a car. I already checked to see how much it would have cost for me to lease a car months ago, and they said all I would have to put down was like $800. That's nothing. I'm like, $800, that's cool for real. So I go run my credit, this and the third, try to get 0 down for a car, or at least, you know, the max would be like $800. That's the most I was trying to put down for a car. I run my credit, same website I used months ago, and for some reason now it's saying I need a $3,000 down payment. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why is my down payment like this? I did not know why. So I just like, fuck it. Like, this is impossible. Like, if I'm going to put down $3,000 to lease a car, I can buy another car straight up for less than $3,000. Like, I'm not about to do that. So my I don't think y'all can imagine like how shitty everything was. But at the moment, like, I was dealing with somebody and everything was going good with us, so that was like a great distraction from everything that was going on. Not necessarily a distraction, but it was a huge release, you know, from everything that was going on, like a stress reliever. Like, I was really going through it back in like May. It was a tough month for me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was really going through it. So it was good that I had somebody that I was dealing with that was like, you know, a nice break from everything that I was going through. So let me just fast forward. I end up getting my car fixed. My grandfather's a mechanic, thank the Lord. I don't know why I didn't think of this firsthand, because I literally could have got my car fixed the same day that it that it got fucked up. Like, I got paid the day I got in a car accident. I literally could have got it fixed that day because my grandfather didn't even charge me. He just made me pay for the parts. So I end up talking to my grandfather weeks later, like, Granddad, can you look at my car and tell me if it's fixable? I didn't think my car was fixable, but it was. So I hit my grandfather up. He fixed my car 3 weeks later. Probably not even 3 weeks. Probably like a month later. I don't even know. Maybe like 3 weeks later. My car is back on the road. So we all good. My car got back on the road, y'all. I had a gas light like on a dashboard, and I thought it was telling me that I needed gas in my car. Even though I put gas in my car, I thought that the accident that I got in had fucked up my dashboard somehow, and it was showing like an error message. Like, my car was on full, but it kept saying like I needed gas. So I just ignored it. Like, I didn't pay it any mind. I thought it was some type of fucked up shit going on with the dashboard because I got in an accident. So I didn't think anything of it. I'm just like, whatever. Like, I didn't think nothing of it. Driving my car probably for like 3 weeks. I'm leaving the fucking gym, and out of nowhere my car just stops running. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why did my car just stop running? So I'm thinking like, maybe I ran out of gas. Like, I feel stupid now, like, even repeating this shit. I'm like, maybe I ran out of gas and it's telling me that I got gas, but I really don't because my gas light been broke. So maybe I think I got gas in my car and I really ran out, but because the shit is broke, I don't know that I ran out of gas. So I'm just like, okay, let me call my mom and have her come bring me some gas. Like, put some in the in a little gas can and bring me some gas. I'm like, I'm gonna just call my mom to the rescue, blah, blah, blah. So I call my mom, she bring me some gas. Put the gas in my car and my shit still didn't run. So now I get nervous and I'm just praying. I'm like, yo, I ain't say yo, but I'm like, God, please, like, let my fucking, like, God, please just let my car start. Like, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, please just let my fucking car start. So, car wouldn't start. My mother's like, show me the light that you've seen on that's telling you that you need gas. So I show my mother the light. She just put her hand on her head and she's like, Kenise, that is not the gas light. She said that is the oil change light telling you that you need oil in your car. And now that your car just stopped running, that basically means that your car just ran out of oil and your engine is fucked up. And she's like, paying for another engine is like paying for a whole new car. So I'm just like in utter shock. Like, I didn't know what to do. I felt like I was about to pass out because like I couldn't move my car, and to get an engine fix, like she said, it's like paying for a whole new car. Like, it's a waste of money. For all that, I might as well just let the car go. Like, it's not worth it to put money into paying a whole new engine for your car. You know, like, it's not cheap. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So I get it's almost that time. They told me like how the eviction thing was going to go, and they basically said you have until like, they gave me a date as to when I would be getting evicted, and they like, if you're not out before this day, you know, we gonna come in and whatever is in the house on this day and after belongs to us, basically. So y'all know this is my first apartment. I've never had my own place before, so I'm like nervous, like, what the fuck, like, I don't want to get evicted, like, that's embarrassing. Like, I didn't know what to do. I'm just stressing the fuck out. And then my mom has never been evicted before. Like, I've never experienced anything like that. So like, I didn't know what to do. Shit was just real bad, and I was like, I was sick. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I was sick as shit because I lost my car and now I'm losing my apartment and I did not know what to do. And I end up like having the money to, like, I had money to pay my rent, but like I said, by then I'm like 3 months behind. That's thousands of dollars plus all the late fees, and my car was gone. So I was like, I was about to put all this money together, pay my rent, and then be carless. Like, because like saving for a car while you're paying rent is no joke. Like, all of my money is going to be to go into bills. I'm going to have like a couple of dollars left after every paycheck. I'm going to be saving for another 6 to 8 months to get in a car. Like, impossible. And granted, I honestly could have asked my mother or anybody in my family to like help me pay my rent. Like, they would have gave me the money to pay it. But this is the day that I decided to grow up. There's been times before, like even when my ex was living, in the apartment where we were like low-key short on rent, I would just ask my mom, she would give me the bread, and we just keep it pushing. But I was just like, you know, like, Kanisha, you're 20 years old. You can't keep having mommy come to the rescue every time your rent is late. Like, you're never going to learn. Like, it's just one of those moments you got to grow up. If you can't come up with the money on your own to like pay this rent, then I just was deciding, like, I decided to let the place go. Like, that was my decision. I honestly, like I said, I could have got that money. Like, I really could have. But I just was like, no, like, what are you teaching yourself at this point? Like, you're basically saying every time I'm in a tough situation, mommy's going to come help you. And I was just like, no, you put yourself in this situation, so you need to take yourself out of it. Like, that's just what I told myself. So I was just like, you're going to have to accept these consequences and swallow it. Like, but I basically told myself, like, anything that you had before, you can get again. Like, people, millionaires, lose everything. And then, like, if you had it before, you can get it again. Like, that's just how life works. Like, this was just it was a humbling experience for me. And I just was like, it gave me an opportunity to like bust my ass, basically, because I refused to just ask anybody for help unless I really, really OD needed it. Like, it was no other way around it. So they had this little thing called eviction prevention. I guess it's for anybody who's getting evicted. Well, basically, I go downtown Baltimore, and I go to this place, and I basically try to prevent my prediction. I can't even talk. I'll like postpone the eviction for like another month or so, which I probably still was going to end up getting evicted, but I'd rather stay in my apartment another month if I can. So I go downtown. This is the day before my eviction, y'all. I wait, and this is the thing about me. I'm a huge procrastinator. I had a very childish mindset, and like this summer I've grown so much. Like, I'm just so proud of myself. Because, like, when I think about some of the decisions that I used to make, I'm just like, that was very childish. Like, you have adult responsibilities, but I was still behaving like a child. Had a whole car and apartment. And the way that I was just being careless with my money. Like, all of the situations that I was in, my rent being late, everything, I could have prevented all of it by myself. I was just being a careless 20-year-old. And it was like, I accepted responsibility of having an apartment, but I wasn't willing to do what I had to do to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very possible for me to be able to have kept that apartment, or even, like, not even end up being late on rent in the first place. Like, there's ways I could have, you know, been proactive to make sure none of this shit happened, you know? But I was just being childish, and I made a lot of dumb decisions. So it's the day before the eviction, and I'm just going to the eviction prevention place, even though I got that letter in the mail weeks ago. I just kept putting it off, because I've always, like, when I'm dealing with something difficult, I just rather pretend it don't exist than to face it head on. And I've learned recently, like, that's just not how adulthood works. Like, you can't just say fuck shit and just, you know, like, you can't just ignore shit that's in front of you and try to pretend that it doesn't exist. Like, it's not going to go away. It's still going to be there, and it's only going to get worse. So that's just a life lesson that I learned. Stop procrastinating. Stop making dumb decisions. Stop putting shit off. Like, I should have went weeks ago, and I probably never even would have got evicted. I'm just going to be real. So I go the day before my eviction to eviction prevention, and I go all the way downtown, wake up early in the morning, did all this shit. And I get down there, and I'm asking the lady, like, how does this go? And she was like, you know, she's like, your eviction is tomorrow. And I'm just like, yeah, I know. And she's like, okay, well, you can go talk to the judge, this, that, and the third. Like, she was telling me the process and what I had to do. And I was just asking her, like, you know, what's the chances of the judge granting me a postponement on my eviction? And she just gave me that look. She said, sweetheart, your eviction is tomorrow. She was like, I don't think the judge is going to allow that. She's like, you know, you're really behind. You're like 3 months behind. She's like, I can tell you now, the judge is probably going to say no. She's like, you can go down there if you want to and try to plead your case, but she's probably going to tell you no. So I just was like, fuck it. This lady been working here longer than I have, longer than I've been here, so I'm pretty sure she know what the fuck she's talking about. I'm even ready to embarrass myself like that. I've never been to court a day in my life. I just felt out of place there. I already felt like a bum. Like, I just felt so shitty and terrible about myself. I didn't want to embarrass myself and humiliate myself even more and go stand in front of a judge just for them to tell me, like, oh no, Miss Martin, you're getting evicted. I just left, and it just, like, my heart sunk, and I'm just, the very fucking harsh reality hit me, and I was like, bitch, you're getting evicted. Like, you're definitely getting evicted tomorrow. So all of my shit, my apartment was still put together. I hadn't even prepared myself to, like, even try to move. Like, my apartment was still set up like I didn't have any type of eviction notice in the mail whatsoever. Like, I was really behaving like a fucking child. Like, doing stupid ass shit. Like, So I sat outside the courthouse, and I just remember thinking like, damn sis, like you just lost everything, baby. Like I just told myself like, damn. And I was just like, well look, be depressed for a couple of days, whatever you gotta do, but you gonna have to get back on your shit. Like I just told myself, like you cannot, we not ready to throw myself a pity party. Like, I was sad as shit at the moment because it was like, it hit me. I just knew I was gonna wake up that day and that judge was gonna tell me like, oh, your eviction is postponed for a month. Like I thought I was gonna be good, but nope, that's not what the fuck happened. So I was in shock. I'm not used to being in situations that I can't get out of, like whether my mother come to a rescue, another adult. I'm not used to being in situations that I cannot get out of. No matter if I gotta finesse my way out, whatever I gotta do, I'm just used to get in my way. Just to be real, I'm just used to getting my way. So the reality hit me. It was like, bitch, it don't work like that. Like this is real life. Like if you don't pay your bills, this what the fuck is gonna happen. So I was just like, damn, Kenise. So at that very moment, I pulled up my credit score. Like, let's just check your credit and see like if you can go apply for a car tomorrow or do something. Like I just was like, you know, you lost your place. It was bittersweet, mostly bitter, not gonna lie. The sweet part was very slight, but the only thing that was keeping me going, I was like, well bitch, now all your checks can go to yourself. Like you don't have to, the stress is gone. You don't have rent to pay. All you have to worry about now is your phone bill. So that low-key was keeping me happy on the inside. I'm like, I can be a normal 20-year-old. Most 20-year-olds don't have apartments. Most 20-year-olds still live with their parents and they're out enjoying their summer, having fun. Me, I couldn't do what most 20-year-olds was doing because I was living like I was 25, 26 with children, and I had all these responsibilities, and I realized I didn't have to have these responsibilities. Most people that move out at 20, they move out because they have kids and they don't have a choice but to move out. My mother had an apartment at 20, but she had me. Like she didn't have a choice but to grow up and be an adult. I didn't have to make that choice. Like I didn't have to fucking do that. I don't have any kids. I'm responsible for myself. So technically I can still stay with anybody. Well, I can't stay with my mom because I don't have a room in her place anymore, but I can still live with my grandmother. That's what I told myself. Like, be a normal 20-year-old. So that was like the bright side to everything. So I called my friend. She came to my house. She helped me pack up everything, moved everything into my grandmother's house. Like, it was a hard transition, especially because I didn't have a car. And my grandmother lives all the way on the opposite side of town from my apartment. And my apartment was like 15 minutes away from my job. So not only am my apartment list now, but now I'm carless. So I'm trying to think how I'm going to even get to work. So this was before I got my car fixed, y'all. Not to mention, I said this kind of out of order, but I got my car fixed after this. Probably like a week after I got evicted. And I was driving for 3 weeks and then I lost my car again. So that's that. That's how the whole apartment thing went. And then after that, I just took the L and I was just like, you know, Kenise, this is just a life lesson. And I appreciate the fact that I learned this at such an early age versus waiting until I was 25 to move out and going through this shit at a later age. It's like I'm 20. You have room for mistakes. You have room to learn things. So I learned a lot, like a whole lot. Like, so after that, I started worrying about my credit. I have never been interested in my credit. I never really understood what I needed it for until I've been trying all summer to lease a car. And I couldn't get zero down anywhere because I don't have good credit. Like, my credit was bad because my college loans was past due. I didn't even know I had to pay college loans. Like, this is just how much I was just floating around in the world with all these adult shit going on around me. And I'm literally still a child, not knowing that my fucking college loans had hit my credit way back. Like, probably like a year ago. They 6 months after I left school, and my credit was fucked up because of it. So I called, I got my college loans sent back to current. Like, I got that good. So my credit score ended up going up. Not a lot, but it went up a little bit, whereas though it looks as though I've never had anything on my credit. Right now my credit is not good, but it's not bad. It's at a steady rate as if I just started because I got my college loans to a current level and there's nothing on there to build my credit, if you get what I'm saying. So my credit is at a steady place right now. So the whole summer I was on a mission. I'm like, bitch, this summer you are going to be a normal 20-year-old. You're going to have fun. Like, I was determined to enjoy my summer, and I can't even lie to y'all, I did just that. Like, I had the littest summer I've ever had, probably in my life. Not in my life, but in my adult life. Like, as far as like partying, just having fun, like being a 20-year-old. Like, I had one of the best summers ever. So goal accomplished. And like I said, I've been working on building my credit. I've been doing a lot of research, this, that, and the third. So that's just how my previous apartment go. It's in the past. life goes on. Like I said, I had it before, I can get another one. Like, it's nothing. So next thing, I know a lot of people realize, or a lot of people knew that I had or have a girlfriend. So people are like, bitch, I thought you were like completely against homosexuality, which I've always, I'm not gonna say I always have been, but which I don't even know what to say, which I was, is, I don't even know how to fucking respond to that. For one, let me just clear the air. A lot of people say like that I'm a homophobe and that I don't like gay people, which is never true. I never said anything like that. My sister has a whole girlfriend, and anybody that knows me knows I love my sister more than I love anybody else in the world. So yeah, I'm definitely not a homophobe, but I've just accepted the fact that homosexuality is wrong. That's just basically what I said. However, this summer, now this is way before the whole girlfriend thing. It's not like, oh, I met a bitch, it's like, oh, I'm gay now. It wasn't like that. Beginning of the summer, I was still dealing with the person I was dealing with. I already started to think like I low-key wanted a girlfriend. Like, I was really thinking like, I don't know, like I was looking at women on Instagram, and I was attracted to other women, and I was just like, what the fuck, like this is weird, Kenise, like this is different. And I'm just like, what the fuck, this is completely against, you know, what you stand for, what you say. And then I started to take a deeper look into my religion, and I didn't necessarily take a break from my religion. Like, that sounds bullshit. I still believe in God. I still believe in pretty much everything I believed in before. However, I don't look at religion how I looked at it before. Like, I was always told like homosexuality is an abomination, but I don't, how do I say it, I don't look at it how I looked at it before. And that's not just homosexuality, that's everything in general. Like, just as far as religion goes, like I just wanted to take a different approach on life and not be so hard on myself and struck out on religion. Religion was something that was embedded into me since I was a child. Like, it was just what I was taught. And I realized, you know, like, you can't pick a religion necessarily because your parents say so. What do you know about this? How do you feel about this religion? Like, first of all, Kenise, you're a fucking nymphomaniac. You love sex. So forget the whole homosexual thing. You should feel bad for the amount of sex that you like. And I just was like, why would I feel bad about something that I enjoy so much? And I started to look at my religion like, I'm not against my religion. I'm still a Christian. I still think that I am. But like, is it really that deep? Like, should I really wait till marriage? Even though y'all know I've been fucking. But I really started to think like, you know, why do people wait till marriage? Why is this important? Why is that? And I just started to not be so strong on every single thing that the Bible says. Don't get me wrong. I still believe what the fuck it says. But I don't take everything in the Bible like, oh my God, if this happens, I'm going to hell. Like, I live my life and I do what I feel enjoys me. I'm not about to sit here and not have sex till I'm married because I feel like it's about to get me like brownie points for heaven. Like, I know that sounds pretty fucked up, especially the Christian viewers that are watching this. They're like, ooh, bitch, you going to hell. But I don't know, like, I just don't feel like, I started to grow a relationship with God rather than a relationship with my religion. And he's not going to hate me because I enjoy sex. It's natural. And I believe that. I do believe he wants me to wait till I'm married. But I don't think he's going to be like, oh, bitch, if you don't wait till you're married, I hate you and you're going to hell. You know, so I wasn't about to sit there and just let that and a bunch of other religious things hold me as just such this high level. Whereas though I don't even live my life because I'm afraid that I'm going to go to hell. Whatever the case may be. So I started thinking like, you know, I want a girlfriend, but I never really acted on it. I started talking to my best friend, and I'm just telling her like, bitch, I think I'm gay. And she's like, Kenise, are you sure? Why do you think you're gay? And I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm attracted to women. And she's like, Kenise, I think girls are pretty too. Like, she's like, but I don't think you should go to the degree of saying you're gay. Like, you can just think that girls are pretty. And I'm like, yo, but I'm not looking at girls how I was looking at it before. I look at them like, yo, she bad as shit, like, I want her. And she was just like, Kenise, like, I don't think you're gay, but if you are, like, fuck it. So I'm just like, whatevs. Summer goes on. I'm not going to get into the whole situation about my girlfriend because that's another story time. Y'all already know that story time is coming as to what happened at the hotel, how I got a girlfriend. I'm not even ready to tell y'all the whole story, but we're going to skip over that because that's a story time, not a life update. Story time. But end up getting a girlfriend. I'm not going to say it was terrible. I enjoyed it for what it was, but I realized at about a week and a half, 2 weeks in, bitch, you ain't gay. That's what I realized. Like, you like the, I realized that I like the thought of having a girlfriend more than I actually like having a girlfriend. Like, the shit just is not for me. I'm glad I experienced it. I got it out of my system. I realized, like, I'm not gay. It's like that itch, like Issa said on fucking Insecure, that itch that needed to be scratched. We all know that I've been with women in the past. We all know that. But I've never dated a woman. So I tried it. we dated for a couple of weeks, like legit dated, as if she was a dude. And I didn't, she's gorgeous. Like, I think she's pretty as shit. I enjoyed it for what it was. But I realized, bitch, you ain't gay. Like, you know you don't want to marry a woman. And I couldn't even be in a serious relationship with a woman. For one, I love dick way too much. Like, way too much to just be with a woman exclusively. And I don't know. It's just roles when it comes to a relationship. I'm a female, you the male role. When there's two women, everything just get fucked up. There's no female male role. It just wasn't right to me. I didn't feel good. You know, I didn't like it. So we went our separate ways. Everything's cool. No hard feelings, anything like that. That's just how that went with the whole me having a girlfriend thing. So like I said, I'll give y'all a story time on how me and the girlfriend even happened. How the whole situation even came about. That's another story time, and a lit one at that. I do say so myself. That's a pretty lit story time. Okay. Next steps. I am getting another apartment. However, this was the plan, you guys. I still don't have a new car yet. That's something I'm about to get right now, though. Like, within the next month or two, I'm getting a new car. This summer, I could have been had my car, but I was on such a mission this summer to have fun. I did just that. I said, fuck a car, Uber everywhere. And that's what the fuck I did all summer. I'm not gonna lie, I wasted a lot of money on Uber. But if I would have been spending my summer saving for a car, yeah, I would have a car right now. But life experiences are something you can't get back. I can get a car whenever. Whenever I decide, bitch, you really need a car, go save for a car, I can get a car. But summer 17, it's going to come and go. And that's what the fuck it did. And I'm glad I didn't spend a whole summer saving for another car. And I spent my summer with experiences and I had fun. No regrets at all. So, next steps in my life. I am, first of all, let's just clear the air. I'm not in a relationship with anyone. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm not talking to anyone. Like, nothing like that. I'll explain more detail in a story time as to, like, how this even happened. But I'm not even interested in anyone right now. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I have this extreme longing for being by myself right now. And it's not even when it comes to romantic relationship. It's friendships. I haven't really been responding to my friends. I haven't really been talking to my family like that. Like, I've just been so focused on the things that I have going on and focusing on inner peace and just myself so much that I just don't have any interest for, like, other relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, family relationships, like just no other relationships. I don't have the time or energy for it. You know, people just bring so much negativity. I just have so many goals I'm trying to focus on and so many things that I'm trying to do right now. Car, apartment, something else. I just got a lot of stuff that I'm, you know, building towards right now. And I really don't have time or the energy to just deal with anybody. And I'm enjoying being by myself. Like, it's so different. I'm reading a lot of books. I'm spending time with myself. Like, on the weekends, I'm not booed up with my nigga that I don't have. I'm not like with my friends at the movie theaters. I literally took myself to the movie theaters, and bitch, let me tell you, it's lit. Like, they're like, you're lonely. Shit, being lonely is lit as fuck. And this is something I've never experienced in my life. I've always been in a relationship. Always, my entire life. Even when I was single, I still had a nigga. So I've never been completely by myself. I'm legit by myself right now. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a scary feeling, but I'm low-key enjoying it. Like, I'm a lot more stress-free. I do have a lot of messages in my phone, I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of people are contacting me and texting me, and I'm really not responding to a lot of anything. I'm just living carefree right now, and I'm just worried about myself. I'm doing what the fuck I think I'm supposed to be doing at 20. Worried about my motherfucking self. I was so pressed to be in a relationship and to be in love, and then I realized, Kanish, you already regret being in serious relationships in high school because you were so worried about men. When you're 30, you're gonna regret being in serious relationships in your 20s because you can be like, I have the rest of my life to be someone's wife and to be in a relationship. Once I get married, that's it. We're gonna be married forever. I'm gonna be with you forever. That day will come, and once it comes, I don't plan on getting a divorce. So nigga, I get to spend the rest of my life with you. That's a long time. So these next 10 years, I say 6. I think 26, 25, 26 is when I'm gonna start to try to, like, okay, bitch, slow it down. Maybe you can get into a little mini relationship right now. That's when I'll maybe be ready. But right now, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, I'm just living for me. And I'm not saying I'm not gonna date. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm not really pressed for a serious relationship. Men are fine and dick is bomb, and there's only but so long I can go. Right now, I'm doing fine without dick. Like, I'm surprised. I'm not even like longing for it. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, I need some dick. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the pickle has been offered to me multiple times, and I'm not talking about for random niggas. I'm talking about my ex hit me up. Like, I ain't even gonna say hit me up, nigga. We went to a whole hotel together. He like, yo, I want to see you. I got us a room. I'm like, all right, bet. Y'all know I went and didn't even get no dick. Like, I told him no. And let me tell y'all, his dick is bomb. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, his shit is bomb. But I was just like, no. Like, I literally didn't want it. I just wanted to go to that hotel and sleep. That's what the fuck I did. He was shocked. Like, the fuck you mean we not fucking? Like, he was mad. But I was just like, nigga, like, I just don't want it. And like, that's that. Like, I just haven't had a desire to want to fuck. And I'm shocked because I'm a nymphomaniac. I like dick. But like I said, there's only but so long I can go. Right now I'm doing good, but I don't know. Next year, maybe like February, March, I may end up in a relationship. And I'll put the quotation marks because when I say relationship, it could be, I could end up somebody's girlfriend. I can end up just talking to somebody again. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. But yeah. So I'm not saying I'm going to be single for the next 1,000 years. I'm just saying I'm just living my life. I'm not pressed for a relationship. I'm not looking for love. I'm just enjoying my fucking life right now. And whatever happens, happens. You know, as far as relationships, everything else I'm in control of. I'm making sure all my goals is being met and this, that, and the third. But when it comes to relationship, hey, if a nice man with bomb dick and good credit comes my way, then I might accept that offer depending on how I'm feeling that day. That's just where I'm at when it comes to relationships, you know? So, now, like I said, alright, let me just get to this. I'm tired of the anticipation, the good news. I am going back to school, you guys. And you are, besides the KCK group chat, I told them, they're the only people that know besides my mom and my sister. But, I'm going back to school. And I'm so fucking excited. I'm not going to tell y'all what school I'm going to yet. But yeah, I'm going back to school. And because I'm going back to school, all of my plans kind of got a little shifted. Because I was about to move into another apartment. But when I decided that I was going back to school, I had to put that apartment on hold. Because paying full rent is something I can handle. But paying full rent and being a full-time student, yeah, that's going to be a hassle. And a part of me going back to school, like one of the main reasons is to get the college experience. How the fuck I'm gonna get the college experience if I'm at work 24/7 to pay my damn rent? So recently I've been looking for a roommate. I'm kind of like, I have not a phobia. Okay, I need to put some more glue on. I wasn't really a fan of the whole roommate thing just because I had roommates when I was in college the first time and they were dirty. And I'm not really for living with somebody who's not. I have OCD. Like, I hate a house that's a mess. You know, I'm a huge neat freak. So yeah, that's why I don't want a random ass roommate. However, I don't really have any friends anymore, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't really know anybody. If I had a man, if I was still with the nigga I was with in the summertime, shit, we could have got a place together. But that's obviously not gonna happen because we're not together anymore. But yeah, if I had a man, everything would be fine. Me and my man get a place together. We both pay half our rent. I can have my second room as my filming studio as I did before when I had my first apartment. But yeah, unless I get a man by the chances are slim to none. Because even if I do get into a relationship with somebody by November, we ain't gonna be serious enough to decide we want to move in together. I mean, hey, you never know. We might, but I don't know what the fuck will happen. But as of now, I am looking for a roommate. Me and my brother decided that we probably will be moving in together. Or my friend Trey, which y'all seen her on my Instagram. Me and Trey are talking about getting a place together. And yeah, I'll have my room, she'll have her room. And yeah, that'll be a whole lot easier on me. I can still live my life, go to college, and I'll still have my place. So I start school January 22nd. And yeah, I'll be moving in shortly before then. And that's just how the whole school situation is going. That is everything as far as school. When I go, I guess I'll do college videos because I know those are like really popular. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to want to see vlogs. You're going to want to know my major, this, that, and the third. I'll get into all that, you know, when it's closer for the time for me to go back to school. But I'm like super excited. That's why I haven't uploaded a lot recently, because once I realized I was going back to school, the thing about me is once I set a goal, I'm like on it. So as soon as I realized I was going back to school, like Kenise, like it literally happened within a day. I'm like, I think I want to go back to school. I think I want to go back to school. But I kept freaking out because I'm like, where am I going to live? How am I going to do this? And I'm just like, I keep telling myself, bitch, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get it done. So that whole day, I was just like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I applied, transcript sent. Like I just handled everything within like a week span. Like I went to my college going tour. And let me tell y'all, I was already excited as fuck about going back to school and like looking up the school, looking up the dance teams on the school, like just looking up everything about that college. I was already excited and pretty much knew that I was going. But once I went on a tour, let me tell y'all, I went crazy. Like I'm like, I have to go here. Like I was just so fucking excited. So that's that. I'm like legit going back to school now, guys, and it's all I've been thinking about recently. Like I can't wait to tell y'all what school I'm going to, but I don't even know how I'm going to announce it. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, but yeah. It's about to be a nice winter. I'm honestly, y'all, I'm about to go MIA for a while. Not on YouTube, but MIA on like everybody else. I'm already low-key MIA, but like seriously though, I really got a lot because I'm going to school in January. It's like I got situated before then. Before, I didn't plan on moving into my new apartment until March. But now that I'm going back to school, I need to be settled into my new place before January. So that's what the fuck. That's what I'm going to be doing. I need to be right about that. I have to get a new car, which I should have within a month or so. And there's a lot of shit that I got to pay off, like old debts and shit like that. So I have a lot that I need to situate right now. And yeah, as far as like my romantic life, I'm not going to say that. Okay, like I said, y'all, I'm really not interested in men. Let me tell y'all something. I have gone out with men recently, and I have texted or had miniature conversation with men, and it's not even because I like them. It's just because, like, nigga, I'm at a point, like, what can you do for me? Like, I went out with this guy like a week ago, and it was cool for real. And this is what's crazy. It's the people you don't expect. When he asked, like, can he take me out, I didn't even respond. I'm just like, yo, like, I don't want to go out with this guy. He texted me days later, like, can I see you? And this specific day, I didn't have, oh shit, it's my brother calling.
God, look at Sean.
I'm filming a video. I'm gonna call you back in like 10 minutes. Alright. So when a guy texted me the first time, like asking if we can go out, I told him like I didn't even respond. Like I didn't want to go out with him, so I didn't fucking respond. So then he texted me again like days later, like, can I see you today? And this day, I didn't feel like catching a bus that day. I'm just like, fuck it. Like let me just see this man just so I can get a ride home. Petty, right? Whatever. I don't really give a fuck. So I'm like, yeah, like I thought that I was going to be annoyed with him in a car. I was going to have pointless ass conversation. I thought I was going to be bored. The second I got in the car, he was so fucking lit. And I looked at him again, like since he got my number, I'm like, damn, like you cuter than I thought you was. Like, I remember you being this cute when I gave you my number in the first place. Then we just get to talking, and I don't know, like we just vibe good together. Like everything was good. So when it was time, we had to make a couple stops. And then he was like, you know, like you want to eat something? He's like, we can either order takeout or I could take you to a restaurant. And most guys, I just be like, give me some takeout, take my ass home. But I was enjoying conversation with them. I'm like, you know what, like let's go sit down. She's like, all right, cool. So we sat down at the restaurant, everything going good, everything fine and copacetic. When we leave the restaurant, we had to stop at his place to do something. I stayed in the car or whatever. And this is when the date went south, y'all. He started like drinking wine. I hope you don't see this video because you know I'm YouTube. I hope you did not see this video. I don't really give a fuck. Anyway, he started like drinking wine at the restaurant and everything was cool. Once that wine got in his system, I was not feeling him no more because he went from being passive aggressive, and I like passive aggressive. Like I don't like guys that's hella soft, but I like niggas that's hella, hey, let me stick my dick down your throat evil. I like that passive aggressive shit, like you subtle but you let it be known like what you want. So you know, he was decent at first, nice and passive aggressive. The wine made him aggressive and I didn't like it. When he came back in a car after he had went to his house, first of all, when he ran to his house, he hit the blunt a couple times with his homeboys. So the weed mixed with that little bit of fucking petty ass wine he drunk made him real loose, and I didn't like it. Like, I was like, he wasn't sloppy, he was just real aggressive, and I didn't like it. Like, it turned me off, because at first, I ain't gonna lie, not that night, but I was thinking, like, down the line, nigga, like, you probably can get the drawers within like a month or two. Like, yeah, nigga, you might be able to get the drawers, because like, I like how our conversation was going. I was enjoying him. So I'm like, yeah, he's definitely probably the next person I'm end up fucking. But after I saw how he was, and then he was just real straight up after that. Like, he was like, I'm gonna get us a hotel room for tomorrow night. And I said, nigga, what? Like, this is our first fucking date, and you trying to get me a hotel room? Are you crazy? Like, I'm like, no, I'm not staying at a fucking hotel with you. He like, alright, for real? Like, that's crazy. And I'm just like, oh yeah. Once I realized what a nigga want from me, this was what I was taught. If a nigga ain't afraid to ask you for pussy, don't be afraid to ask him for shit. Him asking me, can we go to a hotel? What else you want to go to a hotel with me for? Okay, granted, when my ex went to the hotel, we really did just chill, and like, that was that. But you my ex. Like, we got that type of relationship. I don't gotta think it's no funny business. But nigga, I just met you and you already trying to get me a hotel room. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he offered to pay for hella shit. He's like, oh yeah, I'm getting your nails done tomorrow. Like, he just started throwing the money out there. So I'm like, alright, bad. Bad. But I guess he thought that little nail money was ready to make me giggle. Nigga, I was ready to get my nails done tomorrow anyway. Like, so it's not like you paying a bill that I can't afford. Like, nigga, if you really want to make me shake, make me giggle a little bit, tell me you about to pay my tuition. Tell me you about to pay my rent the whole time I'm living there. I'm not talking about no 1 month's rent. You really trying to see some shit shake up from up over here, from over KCK? Tell me you about to pay my rent the whole lease. The whole 12 months I'm there, telling me you paying the whole thing, and really stick to that shit. That'll make me shake and giggle a little bit. But nigga, my nails and my toes, that's petty money that I spend on myself anyway. You not saying nothing, boy. But I guess he thought, first of all, he's 20 years older than me. I guess he thought because because he was getting my nails done, that was ready to make me come to a hotel with you. Boy, you stupid. Like, get the fuck out of here. So that was that. He dropped me off at my friend's house. I didn't even go home that night. I don't know where I lived at. So he dropped me off at my homegirl house. And we got off the car. He asked for a hug. Gave him a hug. He croaked the shit out of my ass. Huge turn off. You're not my nigga. The only person that should be touching my ass is my man. Nigga, I just met you. Don't put your greasy ass motherfucking paws on me. And it wasn't even a nice subtle or, it was a, like, he hugged me and like grabbed the shit out my ass. And I said, I'm gonna need you to calm down. He said, oh, I'm calm, baby. And walked into the car. And I'm just like, ew. Like, ew. Like, just ew. You know, he just fucked it up for himself, because I don't care what nobody say, y'all. You can tell. I know when a man got some good dick. His dick is good. I already know it. I can tell by how he walk. I can tell by how he talk. The man got good dick. But you did all this extra greasy shit. I don't even want to fuck you. Like, I feel like you about to do the most when it's time to really get down to business. And I don't want no parts of that. So, yeah. We talked a couple of times after that, and yeah, I guess he asked me again after, like, the next day, like, is you staying with me? And I'm just like, no, nigga. Like, fuck, you thought I was gonna change my mind a day later? Like, what is niggas on these days? Like, you would have been better off getting some pussy if you play it cool. Like, that's what y'all niggas need to understand. You really want some pussy? Act like you don't want no pussy. That's the best way to get some pussy. Like, but throwing it out there that you're trying to fuck, granted, sometimes I really might be just trying to fuck, but if I am, I'm gonna let that be known. But nigga, to play it on the safe side, if you really just want to fuck a girl, or you straight trying to jump in there, play it safe first. Like, chill the fuck out. You know, like, y'all niggas be doing too much. You know that song how they say, damn, Pam, she be doing too much? No, Billy. You be doing too much, Billy. That's what I'm about to say to these niggas. Come on, Billy, you doing too much. For real, because they are. I had to go off camera real quick to curl my hair. I still have a little bit more to go. But I'm going to be in Philly next week for the Bryson Tiller concert, and I'm also going to be in DC next week for the YouTube Create event. I'm super excited, you guys, because this is the first like legit YouTube thing I got invited to, and I'm more excited because it's invite only. It's not like you can like go and sign up, or like anybody can just show up. Like, it's literally invitation only. So I'm like super excited that they invited me. Like, I'm really excited about that. So if you live in DC, the whole day I'm pretty much going to be there. I don't really know how it works. Like I said, this is the first YouTube event that I went to. So yeah, I don't really, I want to tell you guys to meet me there, but I don't want to tell you guys to meet me there and then it's one of those things that you like can't get into. So I don't know, but you guys know when I get to a certain amount of subscribers, I will do a meet and greet. So That day shall come one of these days. Let's talk about this hair though, because I know somebody's gonna ask. This hair is from Naudula Hair Company. I will have the links and everything down below. This is the hair that I used months ago, and as you can see, it's still holding up, still moisturized, still full, still bouncy. The hair is pretty bomb. This is like my everyday bob. I don't wear it that often anymore just because it's getting colder outside, and my everyday look in the winter time or fall time is more of long wavy hair rather than like shoulder length wavy hair. This is like my spring summer go-to look, which is why I haven't been wearing it that often, because I've been rocking my long hair. But the hair is still popping. I had to come back and tell you guys that. I know I'm trying to talk like while I'm putting lip gloss on, but yeah, I had to come and tell you guys that. I'll have all the links to all of their info down below, and yeah, you can go check out this hair because it's lit. I lie to you not, I got this hair, how long have I had it? Probably like 4 months, and it's still just how it was when I first got it. So I like hair like that I don't have to do too much to. I've washed it, but I really haven't deep conditioned it. Usually when I get hair, after a while I'll have to deep condition the hair to bring it back to life, but I don't even think I've deep conditioned this hair once. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I don't think I've deep conditioned this hair even once. So now where I'm going, because I literally just did all this for this video and I don't have anywhere to go. I might as well take some pictures. That's literally all I can do, but I'm so tired. I really just want to go to sleep, but I low-key feel like I should go out. I'm about to go on a hot date. Seriously though, I need to go on a hot date since I'm looking all semi-cute or whatnot. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I really don't have anything else to say. All I will say is though, look out for that story time, and let me know down below, you guys. October is next month, and I already have videos lined up that I'm doing for like Halloween looks, but you guys need to let me know what you want to see as well, because yeah, I'm gonna have to do that for y'all. So I really don't have anything else to say, but I love you all, and I will see you in my next video.
On the snow, I just backdoored your hoe. Going crazy at the drug. I just suicide my door. Candy yams in the apartment. Living like Nino. Hydrocurrent, let me breathe. VVS is on my sleeve.